One. Wangilahlekisa uGayi wakhona ngazibona sengise eWanderers. eWanderers bathe ama-taxi ali wokugcina ali. Kusithi ngibuyele lapho.
Guys, let's get some energy.
Peace to the gods and peace to the earths, and thank you very much for joining us. We are the Eastrand Podcast Files. My name is DoubleM. Season 4, we are back at it. And today on the show, we are joined by a mover with intent all the way from Delmas, who currently resides in Johannesburg by the name of Thabiso Vincent Mahlangu, who is an actor, a model, and a casting director amongst the many talents that he has. And he joins us on the show. Thapelo, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
How are you feeling today, my brother?
I'm feeling chilled. I'm very good. Thank you so much for asking.
Yes. And Thapelo, what's your nickname? I was looking for your nickname on the profile as I was going through your profile, but I couldn't find one. Can you tell us what's your nickname?
Well, I can't say that I have a nickname. But,
Okay.
my granny and my mom used to call me, actually they still call me Thabi.
Thabi.
Yes,
All right,
yes.
okay. All right, now we know. That's a nice one. Okay. And who is Thabiso Vincent Mahlangu? In a brief explanation.
Thabiso Vincent Mahlangu is a very ambitious young man, a very introvert person, someone who loves people, who's a family man, who loves good things, good stuff, someone who's focused. Yeah, a young man who actually won't back down for anything. You know, anything that I want, I make sure that I get it. So yeah.
A go-getter.
Yeah, that's it. No matter how hard it is, I still focus until I get what I want.
No, that's what's up.
Yes.
And how was your upbringing? Ukukhula kwakho bekunjani, your background, your family structure? Can you give us a brief explanation about that?
I can say my upbringing was very cool because I actually grew up in a loving family, if I can put it that way. I've experienced so much love in a way that I'm unable to differentiate between love and hate. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does make sense. Yes.
Until I went to high school. That's where the reality started kicking in based on my sexuality. People would ask me or would just bang to bang labeling and understand what is it about and all that. Still I would come back home. They would still give me love, you know. Right. So I can say from my side of my journey, of my own journey, I had ups and downs. But when I would come home, I know that there's so much comforting. So yeah.
And do you have siblings, Abu Puti or Abu Sisi?
I'm the last born. Yes, I do.
You're
have
the last born.
You
must be a spoiled one.
I can say I'm lucky, but even if, let's say, maybe I'm the firstborn.
Yeah.
Judging from the level of kindness and the love that I'm receiving from my mom, it's way beyond. Her understanding my journey and my career, I think it means a lot. So despite me being the last born, but the support that I'm receiving from home, it's massive.
And which high school did you go to?
I studied at Sandra High School. Okay. Yeah, that's where I.
You say Delmas?
No, it's a Sandra.
Oh, it's a Sandra.
Yeah, there's Elof and Sandra.
Okay, yes. All right. So what move out of Delmas?
I moved out 2019.
2019.
Yes, immediately when I finished my matric, I just left.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
And what were your dreams and aspirations as a young boy? I mean, you're a man of many talents, like I said in my opening.
Yeah.
But what were your dreams and aspirations growing up?
To be honest with you, my mom is my inspiration. I actually wanted to be a teacher.
Okay, a teacher.
I wanted to be a teacher, but along the way, I discovered the hidden talent.
Okay.
You know, but before that, there's when a school in Masenza my presentations let's see, like Masenza my presentation, we can put it that way. Like okay, that's a slogo when or something, and then the teachers will actually see like no, there's something with this
about
guy.
This
you know, how about to actually try this and all that? No, I'll try it.
Yes.
Until I saw Bonang Mateba on our screen as a TV presenter. I was like, no man, this is actually where I need to be. You know, I followed the lady. I was like, oh no, she's doing so well. You know, and yeah, she became my role model. I started doing things step by step. Okay, I can do this. I can do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I actually say I discovered my.
So
talent.
you were still in high school.
I was still in high school because by that time, when I was doing grade 9, that's where I started doing modeling. Grade 10, doing a lot of fashion shows, and then when I was in grade 12, the first year. Then I was at Joburg for acting classes. I used to play with my internet, like trying to find good agencies and all that. So mind you, where am I going to find the money to pay for registration fee? Where am I going to get the money for taxi? Luckily, I had a friend who would just borrow me some money. Sometimes I would even save from Malinyo Care.
All right.
I can do some acting classes, and then that's the reason why I actually had to move as soon as possible, because already my classes were me, and I was getting booked. Like I would wake up in the morning around 3 a.m. no mama, and then around 4 was on Kappa, Springs.
Okay.
And then go to shoot. I have to come back. If it's again later, I have to go to Thabang and go to Kwena. So wait around, so wait, and I go back home until it was time for me to move from Ekaya to Joburg. Okay,
we're gonna get into that. But what was that one thing about Bonang Mateba that moved you?
I think the confidence, her confidence is power.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just I think the dilemma need the confidence, because you can plan to do something, but the confidence is low.
Yes.
Obviously, you're not gonna have an enthusiasm to push it and to make it happen. So I think the confidence, man, it says a lot to me, because what she does, she makes sure, and she leaves a mark.
So is she the one that made you to discover? Because now after the teaching vibes that you had, if I may put it like that, is she the one who made you to discover your passions into acting or being in front of the cam or behind the camera?
Trust me, she is. She is the one. She is the one. Because at the end of the day, even if I go to Mama or my sisters can see, but at the end of the day, if you don't believe in yourself, and you won't take them serious, until Bonang Mateba came, and I was like, okay, cool. Oh, Lunga Chabalala also played an impact as a model. Okay. I was like, okay, this is what has happened and all that. No, this is who I want to be. This is who I am along the way. So, yeah.
Interesting, very interesting. But now, after discovering your skills, who was that one person that believed in you and nurtured you to be who you are today? Who was that one person? There has to be that one person.
I don't know.
Along the way in your journey?
Along the way in my journey, I can say it was my sisters at first, and then my mom took over. Even though my mom knew long ago, until she was like, no, we have to handle it there. Just from now on, I'm your best friend. All right. My sisters, I think they played a huge role, because before I could maybe, let's say, I would want to do something or a certain role, I would have to ask them. Okay. What if my mom doesn't gonna? What if mama also? What if What if? I think my sisters. I can say my sisters that actually played that role. Yeah.
And I'm gonna ask you. I don't know if I may call it a stupid question. I know that if someone is into singing, they would sing, and the kaya bazoyibona lento uyayithanda lento le. Nabo makhelwane bayizwe. For acting and modeling, do you have to play out these acts now in Lini? Like, who's biggest feeling? Who's being your actor or?
Absolutely. Like, I don't analyze you.
Yeah.
Understand this speak. And the reason why I'm saying that I'm an introvert, I can, like, even if I'm going to that role,
yes,
or that scene, And I would go back to like,
Okay,
let me just do that role and do what I can do, and then I would also play with YouTube, see abantu bashaya ama-ramp, abantu walk and all that. Like ekhaya, singasho ukuthi like, yeah, it was a busy home whereby like we filled with a lot of people, but sometimes nokuthi sibe 5, like sibe lapho ke mina for me share my party. I'm trying to discover myself. Good thing so yeah, I really love Mira. Trust me.
Very interesting.
Yes.
And I want to go back to your journey to Johannesburg
Yes.
because we kulumile, but I think you went into it very fast. I want us to take it a bit slow.
Yeah.
Because many people bayafisa ukuzithola base Joburg and to be, to follow their passions and so forth. What was the striking force for you? Who was that one person who had to go, Tapi, go to Joburg or go to this person, follow this passion in this way? Wafika kanjani eJoburg ukuze ube la ukhona namhlanje?
That's a very good question. But I feel like I knew the livings of Joburg because I always had this thing we are mover from one place to another. That thing kept on and on saying, even if like I would just have the bad vibes and then that thing would just encourage me. I don't know whether it's my guardian angel telling me that, I don't know. But that strength ngithole from that side. Trust me, umama bheka ngaze next ngimfihlela. Bheka ngaze next until ngize ngifike ebusuku ngaphelela Springs, the police station. Trust me, she never knew. And then I used to, like I said, I used to save a lot of money. Your care, then I would go straight to a job work. So what pushed me a lot was check my agencies bar, yeah, I can manage to work no mama sitting in Patla. I can still go back there, I can still go there. Luckily I did had friends, few friends around Joburg, nakona basafunda. So they did mangizobajela ukuthi King's Accounting Center. Corner just to make sure that I'm safe. I'd go straight to Newtown to do some classes and all that. Then I would come back. So yeah, I learned Joburg the good way and the hard way. Okay, the hard way I'm not saying because I've never been mugged, but anyway of trying to fit in that way. Then yeah.
And wafika kanjani uthola so police station kwenzakalani?
Yeah, as in. So one of my agents, lower modeling,
okay.
Like we had one was like there's a working TV show, issue Payana, so bamchelugutis and my models working all that. Okay, but I had to tell my mom like, no, so
how old were you by then?
I was 17.
Still very young. Still very young.
I was 17, and then yeah, I went there, Kwashutwa and all that. So now
It's getting late.
It's getting late, And then around 7, Masikrepa to 8, just a kind of Puma from lab. The one at the PNP building. All the way. And I quite was with mathematics. And then I asked some other guy,
one or konomuntu hamba naye.
Bengiwan. Wangilahlekisa uguy wakhona ngazibona sengise iwanderers. Wanderers bathe mathematics ali wokugcina ali kusithi ngibuyele lapho and mase ngicabanga sengizofika.
I don't think kwakulahlekisa because I believe amathematics wasethe matholakala iwanderers. Am I wrong?
Back then like angisho mina ngazi ukuthi amathematics athola ku Joburg Park.
Okay.
And nakhona amathematics wokugcina vele abalapha e Joburg Park especially Delmas.
Okay.
Angazi if mhlambe ngirong or kanje. That's how it was. Mangihamba ngibona itaxi sihamba already bazama ukuyimisa like yabo bafonela. The guy's not picking up. So but okay, now yes Springs nakhona kuyokugcina kosuthi ngihlale kora nkakade.
Yeah.
Then mangifika lapha na mangithola amathematics awekho ngizamile ukuhike i-battery phelile. I'm trying to make call like nje kosuthi ngiye police station but I found umzali ayikho yabo. So I had to call umzali and
Wow, part of the story, part of the journey. Like I said, awumangeke vele umane ufike nje eJoburg so wow, the story.
I think I'm encouraged to that extent to which I give up a share.
Yes.
Just make peace with it. And the person, umuntu wasinika my blessings kakhulu, it was my granny. She was like, no, let her go. let him go.
Magalandeli patient, yeah.
Magalandeli patient, yeah.
Wow, very interesting. And how did you get to become a part of the production teams like Passion Lane Film Production and Gifted Media Production?
How?
How did you get to that phase in your career?
I don't know. I think apply. It played a huge impact, but I cannot say apply per se because already while I thought I'm still striving hard to be on my A game. Go Gifted Brain, I was recommended by someone. To start with a production, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I started with the okay, I forgot that production, but and then you understand. Yeah, so from Guyo, okay, I think in the golden moments media production.
I saw that one as well.
I started there as an actor. Go in gig before the gig. Yeah, that was it. So the director and the producer herself, like, you don't know who's watching you whenever you're doing some work or whenever you're pushing your work. Abantu bakhona ukubona ukuthi no lo akagcina acting phela. He can direct, he can be a casting director, he can do 1 and 2. So abantu asebenzisana nabo, like let's say the Gifted Brain, like, I'm looking for someone who's capable of doing 1 and 2. You understand? So that's how they were like, Taps, no, can you kindly go try to Gifted Brain and all that? Mind you, the Gifted Brain was also working with Scandal, so we were communicating via telephonically, and I would deliver everything that he wants me to do. Until then, I got myself the job as a casting director, casting coordinator, and yeah.
Wow. Now, Thapelo, let's talk about TV shows like Riatsotela.
Yes.
People buy Tandalia show.
Sure.
How do you get to organize, especially the studio audience? Tell us the process about that. If maybe someone who's watching officer or to comment, how can people be a part of that?
I can say that everybody's more than welcome, but then my productions, they actually approach my agencies. So they get people through agencies. That's all.
Oh, it's not just a walk-in situation.
Not just a walk-in situation. No, they just call my agencies. We're looking for certain people. This is the amount of rate that you my artist worker, they're gonna get paid. If then, but you go there. Now as an artist, you are check okay, you write I think I'm gonna learn a lot more. There's a lot of questions that I actually wanna ask as well. Let me just go there for an experience. So why not? So yeah.
And then abantu laba baletha ama issue abo lapha laba esibukela bona vele who are on the floor bona nibathola kanjani?
And that's us being as researchers. We do look like not supposed to into an issue like my social media. Like, we're looking for someone who's actually suffering from maybe ukuluktize, or we're looking for someone ukuthi umakhelwane yamhlupha, or we're looking for someone who's looking for love, someone who's been cheated on and all that. Then umuntu afika ne story. Oh, hi, my name is David, my name is what. I'm from what. This is the problem that I'm actually facing and all that. So us as a researcher, we do compile. That's the meaning of writing someone's story. It's about compiling the story, someone's story. So yeah.
And then how do you guys get to, let's say usupreme ufigile lapha yana uzontshela story ukuthi imali or a relationship, how do you guys get to verify that ukuthi lento le genuine singayipublisha on national TV?
True, that's a good question. We have different types of production, like production in a department.
Okay.
So there are people actually verifying that. There are specific PAs who actually in private investigators.
Amaroto.
Yeah,
so they
actually check. And also, like before Nakonda Guzo, let's say we're coming to shoot for Story Sako for a certain location. There's no way that equipment or a crew just like that. There has to be someone who has to go and check that location
before the filming.
There has to be everything has to be done and dusted. And the rest of the things, I should not as a researcher.
Relax.
And then kune department kanjalo. Nansi ngisho ukuthi istory sakho lesingiyasibhala. Mina sengichithile umsebenzi wami. I'm handing it out to to another department, and in the very same department will verify whether it's good or not. And
Makes
then
sense.
goes up there as well, and then just to get the final thingy, and then okay, cool, sharp. We can start now with the scouting and all that, and then we're starting with the shoot.
Makes sense. Makes absolute sense to me. Now, what are some of the challenges that you encounter in this field of TV? It's ours, Tina, because Tina, we just consume, and consume.
I think the challenges that I have faced so far, it's something that I might not be sure what things will. And I would keep on fighting and striving hard. But trust me, when it comes to my pillow and my granny, may his soul rest in peace, and my mom, they would tell you like, oh, Mama Bang get this role, and oh, Mama Bang get this position. I don't even know where to start or whatnot, and they will actually calm me down. The rest, I've been like, from my side in my field, I'm always working with abantu like badala. I'm always the youngest within the field. So the level of respect that I'm getting from them is beyond. So that challenge thing I told like can you please do something? Can you please do one?
I think I don't know, but the sense I'm getting is because I think they would respect you because you seem like someone who knows their story. You seem like you know what you are doing.
Even though gingabi in a show with that confidence, it says.
I like that because you don't. So when they say you don't blow your own horn.
True.
Yeah, you seem very humble, and then that's the sense that I'm getting because you be like. Yes, because but I can see that you stay on your lane, you do your thing, and we as good to them it's like, wow, he's marvelous.
And then I would ask them, but like I would not even doubt that, but really, like, no, you're so good to what you do and all that,
That's one of the characteristics you want to humble.
That's true, and also like I'm a very young man who knows nothing. But not trust me, even if according to the CV that I have, I do have an experience.
Yeah, it's very rich,
I still know nothing. I still know nothing. I want more. I want to grow. Yes. About like if I can have this thing with guys. Really hard. Like I've been working with those high profile people, so we know, and I'm not that kind of a person. Come with the project, even if it's a low budget. I'll humble myself with my own position. If you want me to do something, I can try something out respectively. So respect me, I will respect you. That's what it is about. Because like I would eventually see people or hear people saying, okay, uzbanban low or high profile. I ankono gena gui, but why mina ankono gena gui? I am able. The time I used to be a background artist, trust me, I would eventually go and approach the floor manager. May his soul rest in peace. I can approach the directors and ask them, the main actors. I would ask them, guys, I really want to do this. I want to try this out. What are the main requirements? And I do ask them politely, and to actually eventually gonna eventually and explain. Just imagine those people. No. When you can try casting direct, you can try casting agency. Mind you, this whole thing business was planned like 6 years ago. Motivated, I do approach. If we're approachable, we approach. And mind you, I observe before I could make an approach.
Oh, you don't just.
I don't just. I observe. Either way, I'm gonna Bazong Timbisa or Rozong Chikalo the lawyer. I still remain humble. Go by him, I'm guessing so kind of opposite.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll go back with the very same smile,
Oh yes.
Until they see her like no.
Wow, very interesting. What are the main roles of a casting director and a casting coordinator? Are they the same? Are they different?
They differ. Casting director, it means that you're casting certain people who relate or who are relevant to the storyline that has been played within the project.
That's a casting director.
That's a casting director. A casting director must make sure that you check thoroughly the story, the script, and then I check the biographs of the script. I check it. There's certain things I check before within the production side, also from the acting side, like meaning I'm a actor. Like I'm an actor. Let's say I'm like the lead role. I have to find out someone who's relevant.
Like
or
someone who can play that part.
If you can play that part and you don't have to fake it, then you're good to go. So those are the main things that you have to check. The qualities of the main character that is on the script. So there's no way that I can cast you in straight or right for
and I was about to ask that question.
You know, there's no way. There's no way. Okay, you are yourself, good looking, good sharp, grandy. But let's check to the script. Are you relevant to it? Do you relate to it? Are there characteristics of you being that role from you? The physique does help a lot sometimes, but then we have to check within, like, are you capable of doing that? That's why we have like the screening tests before you could even go on set and shoot.
Yes, yeah.
We do have those screening tests, and we also have an audition whereby you have to audition starting from scratch. We check
are you on par?
You know how capable you can be, how creative you can be.
I was about to ask that question when I taps that. How do you spot a good actor? Let's say njengamanje la eRumini, say ubanele has the qualities of being a good actor. Can you identify him on the spot or kumele ayondlula kuleyo lawo ma process lawo? Because abanye abantu I always feel ukuthi they are bazalwe banjalo ukuthi umuntu uyayishaya lento le ngaphandle kokuthi azayo caster or and so forth.
What I can say to you, okay, being an actor, it's a gift, it's a talent. You can go to school for it, but nonetheless, even if like you can go to the school but they'll still tell you without an agency, without you having that gift, very talent of being an actor, you are nothing. Understand? So, from my side, all I can say is that it's a gift that I've been given by God. So there are a lot of things that I can scout and I can sense them and I can see them. I can't say that I have a good eye when it comes to because I remember one of the ladies also from Gifted Brain, and when she reminded me of like, yo, when it's come to be a casting director, you are the best. You can deliver. I'm actors are brilliant, are sharp, you know. So I think I personally I can see you judging from Mahabim Kuluma now. I do something. Yes. How about we actually go about this certain thing and all that? Trust me, there are a lot of people. I would remind them of that. Even if like we meet at maybe at the club or at the park or anyway, like the personality, dude. Why can't you just try a radio presenting? Why can't you try even if like I do have those maybe let's say they're looking for people, I would get those posters. Is a humble try and come back to me. Okay, I was going to let me teach you. I will teach you how to make my monologue and all that before you can even those pictures now they has to be relevant. How do you make them relevant? I do tell you about that. So I'm basically teaching you what I know and what I've been through and what I'm still going through. I'm not going to teach you something that I don't know of. So when it comes to a good eye, I can say that, there is a that eye, but I have that thing of things of born, which when are you capable of doing? About my sexuality.
Yes, especially about discovering
my sexuality.
Yes.
I think when I was in high school, when the primary I was myself. Thapelo primary. Like I was free. Like I said, I would go back home with with so much love and all that. I was that kind of a guy who like anything that I can play with.
A free-spirited child.
I was just a free-spirited, innocent child. Like I was that child. You understand? But okay, I can attest to that. Most of the time, really, that I can attest to you. Kalama group sizing, kalama matashana, yabona. I will play the hide and seek and all that. Yes, it is so I was that free child until I got into high school. And then I want to like, what is that now?
But before sorry to cut you, before abantu ukuthi mebathini, but when I should njengoba primary budlala namantombazana and you were an innocent child. But njengoba masofika high school, were you aware ukuthi hayi man?
I was not awake at grade 8 until people would tell me and all that, and then there was some kind of maybe feelings that I would have, but I would say that those feelings are just feelings and all that. So I can say that I discovered myself when I was actually doing grade 9 because my first boyfriend I was doing grade 9 by the time, and we met at church. So but before that, I tried to kill myself before I could discover myself. So like, I mean, like I'm coming from a Christian family. There's pastors, there's prophets, there's what. So I do go to church all the time. I've also tried to kill myself and all that. Then as a kind of discovery and accept myself, not coming out of a closet.
Oh yes.
So but I still had this thing of which he like Banbazo kept emphasizing that
oh yes, but now you were in high school, and in a family, how did maybe they notice it because we last born? I'm sure born and njengabantu mesebabadala, maybe born were they supportive? I'm sure they were because you mentioned ugogo no mama na busisi, but other extended family members abomzala and so forth.
Like on that one, I can all I can say is that they were waiting for me ban in Pum.
Okay.
And despite that, even if before and after I came out, still the love and the kindness that I'm receiving from home, bruh, it's massive. So like and all that, and then until I came out of the closet, and now the Soweto TV will call me, would call me for an interview coming out of the closet, and then that's when the whole family were like,
oh yes,
okay. We knew long ago. I remember I was even scared to call my mom to call my mom, but hey, I've got an interview and it's about me coming out of the closet. Mind you, I had to call my sister first. Don't you think that my mom was when I was so? Don't you think that no? If kids are Angelo, she's a cap, you're cool. And I called my mom, she was like, did I know you? Cool.
Oh yeah, I mean,
there's no way. And then my sister said the same thing, which I was getting. Thapelo, I was getting. And regardless of everything that the trials and tribulations that you had to go through and to accept yourself, you never changed. Even though we would understand the frustrations that you're getting from outside, but we'll still embrace and give you that love. You don't choose to be gay. You don't choose to be who you are. Okay, cool. Then that's when I realized that us as LGBTQIA, we tend to hurt ourselves. Yes, trust me, there are homophobic people. There are gizbos why homophobic what? Sometimes I can say it tends to be us who tend to hurt ourselves, not being out of the closet. I mean, like now it's 2024. 2022, like people were coming out. 2023. Yes. Things were blooming. Yes. Why can't you just find someone who can motivate you to do so?
Yes.
But I'm not saying no. When the time comes, do so. But what's got to go to when homophobic and you know that you're gay? It's the problem. That's what the problem is.
Yeah. And if it's stuck with you,
trust me.
Yeah. So essentially, it's all about being yourself.
Be yourself. Like, be yourself.
Just be yourself.
Babe, family, this and
There's
that.
a lot that's going on.
Why can't you just focus on your, not unless you want to go to that certain person and to learn, which, let's say, so I understand. You understand? So that's it. If you're not there to learn and to be evil, I mean, I understand.
Yeah, it's uncalled for.
I understand. Hence, I grew up from where like the family is filled with love. Even though I pretend it's about here and there, but the love is there. You understand? So
and it's warm.
And like go on, like no so someone else would come and be homophobic. Dude, okay, let's say you're straight. Why are you straight? If you can be able to answer yourself, then that means you will know yourself and you would focus on yourself and willing to learn how the world works. The rest is history. Like, I'm at the street in a lot. And how I respect them, they would say, but no. It's not bambani lapo here and there and all that. That's respect. But if I'm going to find a straight person, akhuluma kanjani abogayi balalana kanjani lento leyenza devil dude where did you learn that?
And we see people coming out this is so when Thapelo and I salute you, especially when you discover at a very early age, and then shout out to your family as well for being supportive, because abanye abantu bahamba baze bashade athi sekashadile awubaba or awumma emshadweni avele sekavela ngento so and akhulume ukuthi sonke lesikhathi lesingaphili impilo ebengifisa ukuyiphila because of societal standards.
That I can attest to it. Nami ngike approach some few, let's say 2 to 3 guys ukuthi bashadile and badala, and trust me, they would say exactly what you're saying, you know. And they would always admiring people who actually who came out of the closet and living their life.
Yes.
But shout out to them who came to life with I'm so sorry that I wasted so much time for you and all that. This is what I'm gonna leave you with, but I wanna live my life because so I just want to enjoy with what I have. Trust me, but nakona why bazola, but you wanna pertaining to where we're coming from. Reaching in Christian
background
and traditions, you know,
yes,
like they big then 21st century.
Yes.
I would literally understand, but I'm like, you still have time as long as you're still breathing, man. Come on, we can try something else and all that. I mean, like I love the fact that those people, Mama Figa. They do approach me. There is no way that I can tell that Bang approach. No. So Bang approach her, and I would learn also. When you tell the story, I'm learning. That's what it's about. So them coming out, it's okay, but then you can't. That's what I always tell them or any other guy who's in a closet still dating guy. People are like chicks and all that. I would always tell them. You know yourself that you're gay, right? And you don't want to be exposed. But the problem will be when so ube homophobic towards that while you know yourself. That's why I always tend to tell people most of our homophobes. And they would feel like they're being exposed. Trust me, like a straight person is a very cool person. Like it's all about an understanding. Like approach, even if like you're being approached to it, I'm straight. That's it. Respectively.
And respect.
You understand? That's why I would ask people about why are you straight? You understand? So if you can't define yourself towards that, I don't know. I don't know. Like, the relationship that I have with my brother, like, we don't talk about my sexuality. We don't talk about the people that I date, but he will always be protective. I can be like, yo, my boyfriend is a one. Yeah, isn't the man just touch you? No. Okay, cool. You understand? I get
He still plays the big brother role.
Despite playing that brotherly role, but that's the respect.
The respect.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because that time comes whereby he would want an advice from my side when it comes to ladies. I would want an advice when it comes to how can I stand for myself. You understand?
Oh, yeah.
So we do have that moment. But that's why I need to from where I'm coming from, I feel like sharp. So my saying so
yes.
I find things like isn't as young as like things that are homophobically and all that.
Yeah.
I find them very disturbing and very inappropriate.
Yeah. Nah, man. And what are you currently busy with now? Busy not. You know busy.
What I'm busy with right now, I can say I'm putting much effort to my business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I'm. That's
the
what
HE,
I'm. Yes, the HE, and also modeling side as well. But I love working behind the scenes. So now Leo as a TV researcher, I do tackle to it like here and there. But most of my time and effort, I put it strictly to my business.
Yeah.
Until then, meet it when I'm done with it. So yeah, because like I said to you, I feel like this business is some kind of a calling that I had to fulfill to help people.
Yes.
But from my field, when it comes to my career, I think when it comes to acting, side, I'll be back. Can be maduze, but not now.
Okay, yeah.
For modeling, not now. So I can say with me doing my research jobs and all that. It's a matter of hustling money, just to gather the money,
just to feed.
Yeah,
on
to
your
feed HE casting
agency.
agency.
Perfect.
So that's what I'm busy with.
And apparently you're good at modeling, hey? One of our team members, Lagu podcast, Unati.
Yes.
I'm sure I'm once told us you were, I think, a part of Kwa-Thema fashion show.
Yes. Actually that's where I started my modeling agency. I mean the modeling industry. That's where I started.
Okay.
Because I remember there's a friend of mine from KZ and he sent me the poster from Kwa-Thema Fashion Week. They said they're looking for models.
Okay.
The excitement that I had, like accept you and
just in your poster.
Like, dude, I want to accept you. Remember, back then I've used to with like focus on my mirror.
Yes.
I was like excited.
Yes.
And when I got there, my first walk, I remember the face of Kwa-Thema Fashion Week was Mapaseka Tembe.
Okay.
Like the excitement that I saw when I did my first walk, I knew that I was taken.
Okay.
No, like I had so much perfect, greatest experience there.
Yeah.
Shout out to teacher Uban Pradhanati. I was Steven.
Yes.
Like, trust me, like I had so much fun there.
Yeah.
And that was before I could get reminded or get reminded or being reminded go for acting industry, because you don't know who's watching you whenever you walk on the ramp or everything that you do, you don't know who's watching you. Because I remember on my last season, I can't say on my last season yet, but right before that, I could but until really acting. Because I thought for the next season in so that was my last season. On my last season, there's some other lady before like just to pack things and then because in Mpumalanga at the time, due to time I have to go. That lady was like, whenever you walk on the ramp, you're telling a story.
Just by walking.
I was like, why don't you try acting? So that's when after 3 to 5 days, when I received those pictures. I'm getting the bigger picture now. When I received those pictures, and then I realized that whereby I was wearing a traditional way, in a traditional attire, walking on that ramp, and I realized that, no man, this other lady was about this acting and all that. Why can't I just try it?
Yeah.
Tell me, hey,
Yeah. Oh, this
I
is
want to
when
try acting,
now.
I want to try acting. How does it go? And then I did a lot of research online, and I'm a monologue and all that, and I got casted.
Okay.
And it was those low budget movies and all that.
Oh, yeah.
So it was fun, shooter and all that. Even though many of them azange athathwe.
Okay,
But
all right,
I'm so
yeah.
grateful with so much experience. I was able to get my scenes. So those scenes I can form them as my experience, whereby like they need people to act and all that. I could send my pictures, I could send those video clips, those scenes. I can say that this thing is like cool.
Wow.
Even though I would be like, oh my takes
yeah.
my mom would give me like 500 to think it takes for the whole week, but
You were
so much. Do
thinking about-
you understand?
yeah.
As long as I have those clips,
Yes.
Nike sharp.
Wow.
Wow,
What a journey,
so,
man.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I had so much experience with Kwa-Thema Fashion Week. I can say that I call it home because it groomed me. Because back then I've used to be in a state of being in a low self-esteem. Some few people will tell me bang movie and all that, But Kwa-Thema Fashion Week actually boosted me. Like has actually made a huge impact when it comes to my confidence. My confidence, huge impact when it's come to my inner self. Me being as Thapelo, because a lot more people knew me as a model. And then other modeling agencies, not modeling agencies, but the founders of that fashion show, they'll be like, no, we're looking for you. You are fitable for that and all that. So Kwa-Thema Fashion Week was the key.
Yes. I remember Nati told
Yeah.
us about you. Ngelinye ilanga wasixoxela ukuthi ndoda Thapelo once graced our stages
Yes.
at Kwa-Thema Fashion Week, and this is who he is, etc. And we were like, okay, all right. But now, Thapelo, before we wrap the interview up, my brother, any words of encouragement to young aspiring actors and actresses ababukele manje? Like we mentioned earlier on, abanye abafisa ukuya Joburg, abafisa to be in the small screens, but bayasaba or abazi ukuthi baqalephi. What words of encouragement would you give to anyone watching right now?
I believe my story on its own was, or it is, an encouragement. So all I can say is that stand firm and stick to what you want and focus on what you want. And yes, about Baba connecting ukuthi when I was sometimes you want to do this, and then your circle be like, you can't do this. Believe in yourself. Confidence is key, guys. That's all I can say. Confidence it's key. Even if go there and you uzobona now you grow. The more you become confident at what you want to do, the more growth you will have. So stick to what you want. There are a lot of people aba succeed empilweni. Even if mhlambe uyafunda, you will know Mpumalanga yakhona, if you wanna be a TikToker, if you wanna be, there's always something greater to light, stick to what you want at the end of the day. That's all I can say. And also make sure at what you wanna do a background check. How fit you can be, how where your strength lies and all that. Check abantu ababona kahle ukuthi baphezulu kunawe, or people who go through that journey. Trust me, you will find your balance. You will find where you have to be and where you want to be. Until then, trust me. That's why I always ask people, why did you go to school? What have you studied for? Are you working towards it? Or what? Even if you can't tell me because of and therefore now you're unable to use that certain qualification because of why you don't have a passion about it. Stick to what you want to do. Stick to what you want to become and want to be at the end of the day. Because it's over who wakes us yeah, I mean I'm a qualification, how? Are you standing up for it? Is it something that you really wanted from the start? I doubt. The universe listens at the end of the day, because what you're preaching each and every day, what you practice each and every day, going to school, it means you're practicing it. They're giving you books so that you can learn them and so that you can know your inner self, which you can do it Even if trust me, we know that the employment rate is very high, but trust me, doing something that you love is okay at the end of the day and very smoothly. That can be the hardships, but the outcomes can be way much smoothly. So stick to what you want, believe in yourself, believe within yourself, and stay focused. The rest is history.
Wow, very powerful. And if you can describe yourself in 3 words, just 3, not sentences, but words.
Yeah, I'm strong, I'm brave, and I'm confident.
Wow, I like it. Mnagoti, thank you very much for coming through. We really admire your strength, your passion, your everything that you do. You are an inspiration, and I like it, Mauti. Your story, only your story should be an inspiration to someone who's watching right now. And you keep referring to the inner world, which I like so much. Confidence, believe in yourself, the inner voice that you spoke about earlier on as well. And may you continue to shine your light to the world. The world needs more people like you, man. Continue. And shine it and shine it through. And may the higher power just bless you. Thank you very much for coming through today on the show.
No, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. There you have it, another trailblazer of to all the way from Johannesburg, all the way from Delmas, Thapelo Vincent, a.k.a. Taps, a.k.a. Mahlangu. What a very inspirational story. Catch us on another episode of the Eastrand Podcast Files. And don't forget to follow us on social media. You can find us on Facebook. You can subscribe to the channel. Drop us a comment. Drop us an email. You can find all our details on all the social media platforms. And from myself and the rest of the team, a big thank you for watching. And see you on the next one. Cheers, bye.